President. Back in 2001, well, let me back up, go forward. In 2013, this honorable body voted to authorize veteran services in a city building, giving the city or giving veterans organizations space in city buildings to file claims or any services for veterans. These nonprofit organizations did it at zero cost to the taxpayer, zero cost to the city of Warwick. In June of 2013, we were placed in the Jonah building with a big pomp and circumstance ceremony. The mayor was in attendance, members of the city council were in attendance because the city council actually put forward the ordinance, and we opened up. General Bray said this was a great location because it was a one-stop shop for all services, our then Adjutant General Bray. Last week, we were unceremoniously told that we had to vacate the building, and as of right now, we don't have a location to do city services at the magnitude we have done. I just want to take a few minutes to tell you what we have done, because I feel it's important to go on record as I continue. Since 2001, we have been sending American service members to the Middle East on two fronts, Afghanistan and Iraq. Those service members, as many members of this council and members of the city know, leave family members behind. So when I say veteran services, I want to make it very clear, we're not just talking about the military. We're talking those who served overseas. We are also talking about their families, whether it be hardship or anything. And for 4 years, the last 4 years here in the city of Warwick, is to World War II, Korean, Vietnam, Cold War, and let me be clear, 2 generations of this current war on terror. 2 generations, and I'll put it in a time slot for you. In 2001, when the World Trade Center was, the World Trade was attacked, my son was 5. President Trump has already committed more soldiers to Afghanistan. My son is 20. So, myself being a military member, my son was 5 when this war first started. My son is old enough to deploy and go overseas and fight and continue fighting in the war that fathers have fought in from the beginning. This is 2 generations, so I want to make that clear. These are families that are being affected. There's so many services that go into the services of veterans. It's not just put a yellow ribbon on your car and say, thank you for your service and walk away. There is so much veterans administration enrollment, college money, purchasing houses. We're filling houses that were empty. We're identifying them in the right areas. We're advocating for jobs. We're advocating for the training that went on. I know that Councilman McAllister came to me just today and said they're doing another hiring event, and he wants to make sure that the veterans are represented and that there's a strong advocacy for veterans. There's a transition process. And as of the 15th of this month, the Jonah Center, where we were located, where we would have biannual boot camp breakfasts. And what a boot camp breakfast was is we would supply the food, and we would put out a notice to all the citizens of the city and the state. They would come in and we would have representatives. Director Kasim Yarn, the VA director for the state of Rhode Island, came. The Veterans Administration was there to enroll veterans for their services. Veterans who felt that they didn't deserve it or that they weren't aware of what they qualified for, they were given the notice of what they could do, and we enroll them. Disabled American veterans advocated for these veterans to get their services, and more importantly, their families came, and we helped their families guide through the system. Whether it be a veteran suffering from Parkinson's disease during Agent Orange, we advocated for that family because the family didn't know where to go or what to do. As of September 15th, we don't have a place to do that. The mayor has been informed, the administration has been informed, and as of right now, we do not have a location to do this. And I feel it's important to state this because I need to start informing veterans who have gotten to know in the last 4 years that where they can go to call to make an appointment to get some veteran services, that place is not there. where they expected to go every 6 months to go get a boot camp breakfast and get informed on the latest information, that place is no longer available. So I want to assure the veterans in the community and their families that we are diligently looking. The council president has, and I want to thank you, Mr. President, for always asking me where we are, what the status is, what can you do, and as always, I look forward to working with you. I look forward to working with my colleagues in getting a place. And once again, I just want to say over 3,000 veterans have been served in that facility alone, 3,000. And the most important thing is they did not conform to city hours. We've met them on Saturdays. Our volunteers have gone on Saturdays, Sundays, evenings. Our boot camp breakfasts happen on Saturdays. We don't do it during the work week because a lot of the veterans coming home don't have 9-to-5 jobs. They just don't. I know that Chairman Lattiser in our committee, the police and the fire even told us that they have members who are, and they have utilized our services on numerous times, just trying to get the counseling or any guidance they can get. They do not work 9-to-5 jobs. So conforming, I use the quotes, to the city hours is just not a viable option. We have to be available, and we owe it to be available and to be ready to address this issue. I have the volunteers to do it. We have the people to do it. We need a solid, dedicated location that this body authorized back in 2013. Mr. President, thank you.
To that. To follow up on Councilman Howell on the Jonah building, it's with sadness that I have to say that the Jonah building itself is going to be eliminated. We broke the lease 2 months ago, so they were notified 2 months ago that we were going to be closing. And I just want to, instead of making us look like we're with the bad people, for the last 4 years, we have, and I've been involved with Jonah for close to back in '78. So I've been involved with Jonah for a long time, and there are all kinds of aspects. But we've been paying a bill, and I have been fundraising monthly to pay $1,100 to keep that building with the lights and the heat and insurance on, with no help from the veterans at all. And when people leave lights on or the air conditioning running with the doors open, and I don't want to get into a contest against this, but the problem is I'm having is, it's heartbreaking to me. I have nothing but respect for the veterans. I have a brother that was a community, you know that. But when you're getting put in a position, or when you ask for a key for a mailbox and you don't get it, there's a lot of hardships here. So I don't have no guilt what's going on. I feel bad because the services, Jonah Inc. will be alive. We're still going to be servicing people. We just won't be doing it out of that building.